Chaspati Mem Dhaneshwari Sharma. I am an English teacher of class 9 and 10. Welcome to the class. Today we are going to discuss an amazing story written by a famous French writer, Guy de Maupassant. That is chapter number 6, The Diamond Necklace. Guy de Maupassant is regarded as the father of modern short stories. He wrote numerous short stories, novels, and travel books. His short stories are characterized by irony, that means unexpected ending, and he is also known for his realistic portrayal of human life. And the story that we are going to discuss today, that is The Diamond Necklace, is a story about a woman who was never satisfied and who was never happy with her life. She doesn't appreciate the little things that she has, and she doesn't know the importance of human bonds or human relations. Instead of that, she gives too much of importance on appearance, and she always craves for what she doesn't have. So now let's continue our discussion. Matilda is the main character of our story. She is a very pretty and charming woman, but unfortunately, she was born to a middle-class family. So she had no chance of getting married to a rich or distinguished man. So what she did was she got married to a clerk who works at the Ministry of Public Instruction, whose name was Mr. Loisel. Matilda was a woman who was very fond of luxury and beautiful things. But since her husband was not rich, he could not provide what she wants. So Matilda felt very sad and disappointed all the time. She was unhappy right from the clothes that she wears to the curtain that was used in their house. She fantasizes lavish lifestyle with servants to serve them. Then she always daydreams about sumptuous food to be served by servants. Then she also wants expensive clothes and, jewelry to wear. And she also desires to be surrounded by wealthy and powerful friends. So in short, she dreams to be envied by everybody and she wants to be admired by everyone. Contrary to her, her husband, Mr. Loisel, enjoys the simple things of life, and he was an affectionate and caring husband. One evening, Loisel came home happily with an invitation card in his hand. It was an invitation to go to a party organized by the Minister of Public Instruction. He thought that his wife would be happy because all the distinguished people, all the rich people were going to come and attend the party. But on the contrary, Matilda just threw away the invitation card and she became upset, and suddenly she started crying. So Loisel was surprised, and he asked Matilda the reason why she was crying, to which Matilda replied that she doesn't have any proper clothes to wear in order to go and attend the party. So Loisel was upset. He was upset and he felt bad because the reason Matilda doesn't feel like going to the party was not because she doesn't feel like going. It was because she doesn't have the proper clothes or the proper attire to go and attend the party. So Loisel asked her the cost of a suitable dress. So Matilda thought for a while and she demanded 400 francs from Loisel. Loisel was saving the exact same amount, that is 400 francs, in order to buy a gun for himself, in order to go for shooting larks. But he was a very caring and loving husband, so he sacrificed his wants and without any hesitation, he gave the amount to Matilda. Matilda bought the dress, she bought a beautiful gown, but even after buying the gown, she was not happy as the day of the ball approaches, as the day of the party approaches. Okay. So when Loisel asked her the reason why she was upset, Matilda told her husband that she doesn't feel like going to the party as she doesn't have any jewelry to wear. So Loisel suggested Matilda to borrow the jewelry from Madame Forestier. So let me tell you who Madame Forestier is. Madame Forestier is actually Matilda's childhood friend, and she was very wealthy, very rich. So Matilda, she went to borrow the jewelry from Madame Forestier. Madame Forestier allows Matilda to choose any jewelry that she wants from her vast jewelry collection, to which Matilda, after choosing for a while, she decided to borrow a beautiful and superb diamond necklace. The diamond necklace was so beautiful, it was so enchanting that Matilda's heart beats faster just by looking at the diamond necklace. And her hands trembled just on touching the diamond necklace. It was so beautiful. So Matilda was very happy. She was very excited. And on the day of the party, she went along with her husband. And on the day of the party, she was the grand success because she was already pretty and a charming girl. So she was wearing the beautiful gown and she was wearing the beautiful diamond necklace around her neck. So she was an instant success. Everybody noticed her. Everybody admired her. She was the most beautiful and she was the most graceful woman present in the party. So this was what Matilda has wanted all throughout her life. She was wild with joy, she was very happy, and she attended the party with great enthusiasm. Finally, they left the party at 4 o'clock in the morning. Since it was cold, Loisel threw around her shoulders a wrap. But it was quite in contrast with the beautiful dress she was wearing. She was afraid that somebody might see her in that worn-out wrap, so she quickly descended the stairs. So since it was already 4 in the morning, it was difficult for them to get a cab. So they walked for a while, they walked for a distance, and finally they took a cab and headed towards their apartment. When they reached home, Matilda discovered that she lost her diamond necklace. It was no longer around her neck. Both Matilda and Loisel were shocked. They were shocked because just imagine their condition. In order to buy a gown, it was a topic of discussion for them. So just imagine they lost a diamond necklace. That also they borrowed it from somebody else. So they were devastated. Both of them were devastated. So Loisel went to retrace their steps. He went to the police headquarters. He went to the newspaper offices. Then he went to the cab companies. In fact, he went to every possible places where he could find a diamond necklace. Matilda, on the other hand, she was terrified and she was waiting for Loisel, but he came home empty-handed. In order to get few more days to search for the necklace, Matilda wrote a letter to Madame Forestier telling her that the clasp, means the joint of the necklace, was broken and is getting mended. After searching the necklace for a week, they lose all hopes of finding it. So they decided to find a replacement. But it cost 36,000 francs and it was much beyond their capacity. Loisel inherited 18,000 francs. So he needs to borrow another 18,000 francs. He needs to arrange another 18,000 francs. So what he did was he borrowed money from every possible sources. He borrowed money from lenders. He borrowed money from usurers. So usurers means one who charges high rates of interest in order to lend money. So from every possible sources, Loisel borrowed money. He knows that he was risking his future and he was risking his mantelpiece. But since he had no other choice, he arranged the money somehow and, he bought the replacement of the diamond necklace. Matilda gave it back to Madame Forestier. Matilda was a bit worried, thinking that Madame Forestier might notice the replacement. But fortunately, Madame Forestier took the diamond necklace from her without even opening the box where they kept the diamond necklace. So though Madame Forestier was little disappointed, she took the diamond necklace from Matilda without knowing that it has been replaced. After the incident, there was a drastic change in Matilda's and Loisel's life. They changed their lodgings to a cheaper and smaller room and they dismissed their servants as much as money as possible to repay the debts. Like he was already the clerk of the Minister of Public Instruction, but he also took up a part-time job as an accountant and he also started working. Loisel took up multiple jobs in order to repay the debts. Like he was already working as a clerk in the Minister of Public Instruction. But apart from this, he also started working as an accountant and he also started copying manuscripts in order to earn maximum money. Then Matilda, on the other hand, she did all the household work without complaining and she dressed like ordinary women and she tries her best in order to save money. Like she would buy bargain for each and every purchase. In short, their life was a very tedious life, and it was a very hard life that they were spending. After 10 years, they finally paid off all their debts. Matilda looks older and her appearance changed a lot. She no longer cares of her looks like she used to do before. Like earlier, she used to be very conscious of her appearance. She used to be very conscious about her beauty, but things has changed after this hard life of 10 years. Then what happened was, one Sunday when Matilda was going for a walk, she saw Madame Forestier. And Matilda has changed so much to such an extent that at first Madame Forestier didn't even recognize her, didn't even realize her. Matilda told everything to Madame Forestier about the lost necklace, then how they replaced it, and how it took 10 years of their life in order to repay all the debts. Madame Forestier was deeply moved when she heard Matilda's story. Then what she did was, she confesses to Matilda that actually the diamond necklace that she borrowed from her 10 years back was actually an imitation work. It was not a real diamond necklace, and it would have cost not more than 500 francs. So this is how the story ends. So finally what happened? All those 10 years of hard work and labor, it was gone into gutter, means it was useless, because they bought a diamond necklace just to replace an imitation jewelry which cost only 500 francs, and for that they bought a real diamond necklace which cost 36,000 francs. So this is how the story ends, with a beautiful twist at the end. Not only the story is of absorbing interest, we can learn lots of valuable lessons on life from this story. We can see the value of being truthful and being sincere. If Matilda and Loisel disclosed a fact about losing the diamond necklace right from the beginning, then they won't have suffered so much in their life. We get a very loud and clear message to value and appreciate what we have. Being rich is not the only parameter of being happy. Money can't buy happiness. We shouldn't be too materialistic, and we should try to appreciate what we have, and we should give more values on human bonds and human relationship. We should be thankful to God for what we have and learn to be happy with our life. So this is all for today. Thank you everyone.